Hello darlings, welcome to your July astrology. This month there's a slight change of pace as Mars, the planet of action, is moving out of its favourite place, Aries, and entering Taurus. So we're slowing down, we're building foundations, and actually it's quite a cosy month because Mercury is going into Cancer. We're in Cancer season, so for the beginning of the month everything is all kind of, how do I feel settled and how do I feel safe? Things do change though, particularly after we get to the full supermoon in Capricorn, when we're like, right, what are my ambitions? Where am I going? And then we're moving into, of course, Leo season, which makes us all a little bit more upfront, a little bit more confident, a little bit more like, okay, I'm going to be generous of spirit, but I'm going to get what I want. Here's your monthly astrology. Hey Gemini, you are at the end of a chapter and you're heading towards a kind of new energetic beginning. But you might find that when Mars enters Taurus, that you haven't quite got the energy that you usually have. You're more in a dreamy state. You're more kind of pondering the meaning of life. You might be thinking about your spirituality. You might be daydreaming. Nothing wrong with that because normally you are kind of, pushing ahead. You might also find you lack boundaries, so be a little bit careful, particularly when it comes to passion and desire. You might find that your boundaries are unclear because you want to experience escapism on some level. And there's a part of you that kind of might find yourself in a conversation or an experience that isn't clear cut. Before that, though, we have Mercury trine Saturn. You're making a commitment to growing, to exploring, to learning, studying or traveling. And you're opening your heart to all sorts of possibilities. Mercury is entering Cancer on July the 5th and you're ready to make a commitment and you're ready to, what you say, you mean. But again, Mars might lead you astray, so be careful what you do commit to. Otherwise you might find yourself stuck. You want solid things though, the irony. So even though there's a slight contradiction there's a part of you that's like, no, I want to maybe combine commitment with a bit more freedom to express myself, particularly creatively, particularly romantically or spiritually. So there's a lot going on for you. Venus is still in Gemini for the first few weeks of the month. So you are a love magnet and other people are loving being around you. Exactly what I was warning about you before, but you are absolutely exuding something and you know what you want and you know how to be open about your feelings and you know what you want for the future. And interestingly, it may involve you committing to exploring in your life a bit more, to stretching your boundaries. And if you can make that healthy, it could be a great opportunity for you. The full supermoon for you is quite intense because it's in your primal zone. Life, death, rebirth, sex, obsession, all of those things. And it's also, you may sort of have this sort of calling or this feeling or this great intuitive experience on that day. But if you're feeling emotional, that's understandable. There's stuff coming up from your unconscious, from your subconscious, and you are feeling sort of things that perhaps you bury. But if you're a typical Gemini, it is sometimes difficult for you to get in touch with your own emotions because you intellectualize them. But this full moon is bringing up some deep feelings for you. Nothing wrong with that. Venus is shifting signs on the 16th, but it's making you want more security. It's making you confident about what you're committing to and you opening up to sort of sensuality and security and that vibe. When Mercury enters Leo on the 19th, your mind is on fire. You have lots of conversations and communications. And in fact, the whole of Leo season is making you explore ideas and sort of really being interested in talking to people that excite you, people who are quick-witted. And there's lots of kind of discussions and exploring of ideas you want to bring into reality. Jupiter is going retrograde. You might connect with people from your past who meant something for you, or perhaps go back to a project, but it's all about community. It's all about connection to things, not just about ourselves. So that's interesting. And the new moon is bringing you a new opportunity in how to communicate. There may be news on that new moon which changes things for you. It's quite exciting. It's almost like you get an upgrade in your software to communicate, and you love all of that, so that's fabulous news. We end the month with the Sun trine Jupiter, which is a really bold, happy, fantastic time for you. And it may be that you're putting something online that's really important, or you're mixing with a group of people, you're collaborating in some way, but it excites you. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. Don't forget to come visit me on Instagram at Michele Knight, Michele with 1L, and on Facebook, where I do lots of lives, and you may even get a live tarot reading from me individually. Michele Knight, astrologer, and of course my website michelleknight.com if you want a reading with one of my fabulous psychics. So much love to you.